Welcome at Catholic University of Lublin in Poland. I'm your host, Urszula Żelazo, and I have got the pleasure to welcome you in our program Hello Science. Today our guest is Professor Ewa Domagała-Zyśk, head of the Department of Special Education, Institute of Pedagogy, Faculty of Social Sciences of John Paul II, University of Lublin. Welcome, Professor.
Good morning.
It's very nice to have you here with us. The subject which is very close to your research, to your work, to daily work and for various projects, Cued Speech Method. If you can illustrate to us, what is it about? Is it a language? Is it a method? Is it something similar to British Sign Language or American Sign Language or any other system?
Yeah, when we think about integral development, it's very much connected with inclusion. So with being educated or enjoying education together with other people, despite different conditions. And that's why we are looking for different methods. We are looking for different ways of communication also, to be able to be together, right? To be able to join, to share the common educational sphere or field or whatever. And Cued Speech Method or Cued Speech System is one of these methods. It's not like a sign language. I think we need 1 more hour to discuss
it precisely.
To discuss it in detail.
I know.
But this is the way in which people who are hard of hearing, who are deaf, thanks to some small hand shapes and the positions of the hand next to the face, can see our speech more precisely. Almost everybody knows that people who are deaf and hard of hearing, they are using lip reading. So it means they are looking at somebody's lips and trying to understand what is being said. But it's not a very precise technique. You can lip read only about 30% of what is said in a lecture or in a conversation. And it's really difficult to lip read human speech when it's a group of people talking sometimes at the same time and so on. That's why Cued Speech is a system which makes it possible to make it more comfortable for people to lip read and to understand what is being said. And that's why we participate in this international project. Actually, Cued Speech was developed in the 60s in the United States by Professor Richard Cornet, and this system was adapted to different languages, more than 60 languages all over the world. And one of this adaptation is the Polish one, which was prepared in 1984 by Professor Kazimierza Krakowiak, who has been working at this university, because Professor Krakowiak is still a member of our department for many years. So she prepared this adaptation, and actually in many schools in Poland and in many families in Poland, this system is used in Polish. But now, participating in the Cued Speech Europa project, we've got the possibility to learn more, to share, and I must admit sometimes to be experts about how to use, how to teach, how to develop this method with our partners from Belgium, so it's French Cued Speech, and from Italy, which is like the Italian Cued Speech. And as you may imagine, Cued Speech having so many adaptations and being used in so many countries, more than 60 of them, it's a very natural way to think about foreign languages, right? And that's the thing we've been doing in our department for many years.
And because, I mean, someone would say, if a child or a young person has got a difficulty to learn his own language, why add another language? What for? What do you think? I'm sure that you had these questions many times.
Yeah, of course, especially at the beginning of my work. So when I started my career as a teacher, I was teaching in the therapeutic school in Lublin, and actually then hard of hearing students were expelled from foreign language classes because of this type of thinking. If they've got some difficulty in learning Polish, so let's help them, let's support them, and make it possible for them not to learn any foreign language. And the situation looked like that they didn't participate in my classes of English because they didn't have to, but they wanted to participate in the extra curriculum classes. So after the school classes, they came to my classes and told me, you know, we are hard of hearing, but we want to learn English, because all our friends, they learn English. All our friends understand what it means. It's cool for example, right? So, and some, English is so popular everywhere. So I started thinking that why not, and that was my first experience. And then, thanks to the vision, I want to use this word, thanks to the vision of Professor Krakowiak, first deaf and hard of hearing students came to our university. It was in the 1999, that was the beginning, and they were like looking for somebody who would be able to teach them English as a foreign language, because it was obligatory at the university to pass this subject. And me having this experience of teaching for some years in the therapeutic school, and having also this diploma of English studies here from this university, I was thinking, well, it's a matter of 1 or 2 days. I should just check in the internet, and I will get some handbooks and some, clues how to do this, and I would be ready, because it's just normal. Why not?
Why not?
Yes, why not? But it was a mistake, actually, because when I started to search for different resources, it appeared that there are none. Okay, so it's like, because American people, they are not interested in learning foreign languages as they know English.
Exactly, yes.
That's why we were not able to find any sources in English, actually. And that's why this is a critical thing for us in the Central Europe mainly, right? So I started developing my first lessons plans and my first exercises and my first classes, which were very simple at the beginning, because I was like looking for different resources. But when I followed with the first student, and then the second student, and then the 10th student, and so on, because there have been more than 70 students so far which used our special class, special program, English as a foreign language for deaf and hard of hearing student, which is happening here. Then I also learned that in some other countries there are people like me. So people who are working at the university, and they think, well, I am the only person in the world who is doing this thing. I mean, I am teaching English as a foreign language to deaf and hard of hearing people. And that's how I learned that Elena Ochse is in Italy, and Pat Pritchard is in Norway, and Jitka Sedlačková is in the Czech Republic, and Edith Kontra is in Hungary. And we formed something like International Research Group, English as a Foreign Language for Deaf and Hard of Hearing students.
And I believe you are considered now as one of great specialists in the subject.